What's up, everyone? Welcome to Comic Book Weekly, the weekly web series devoted entirely to comic books and to the world of comic books. I'm one of your hosts, Jordan Harcombe, here with some good friends of mine, and we are going to take on the realm of comic books. We'll be sharing with you our combined wisdom and our opinions, concerns,
all useful stuff.
Anything useful
about comics and
about comics, so that if you're just starting out in comics or you're on the fence about getting into collecting, hopefully we can point you in the right direction. And if you're a longtime fan of comic books, hopefully we have some interesting views on stuff. And, of course, we encourage you guys to all share with us your opinions as well. We picked a hell of a month to start this channel because there's a ton of stuff going on right now across most of the major publishers. So before we get started, I'm going to let these three fine gentlemen introduce themselves. Bam!
I'm Malcolm.
Cundell.
Oh, please don't let that stick.
Cundell.
Cundell. Travis Reynolds.
Alright. Anyway, so first segment we're going to jump on is ongoing series that we all pick up, stuff that we get out of our pull list every week, titles that are brand new. First up is Image Comics' all-new Reality Check.
Check, please.
Exactly. By Glenn Brunswick, with art by Victor Bogdanovich. The story is about a comic book writer who's just about to get his big break, and suddenly loses all the work he did, and can't figure out why. The character he created he can't even remember him anymore. But soon he shows up at his window, demanding the writer to help him find true love, or he won't return to the comic book. And being that writer kind of needs money, he needs to help him. So it's an excellent book. The character is Dark Hour is the superhero. The writer's name is Willard. It's excellent. The story, I would give it 9 kapows.
Wow! Don't worry, I will never do that again.
And
Is that what we're really going by?
Oh yeah. The story though, the art, like 7.5 kapows. It's good art, but it's nothing that really stands out when you look at it. But definitely a book I would recommend picking up. I've been looking forward to this for a few weeks now, so check it out.
So yeah, the comic I'm going with is Venom. Neat fact on the cover: Venom actually has a belt buckle. Aliens don't need the belt buckle to hold his belt. Good point. But yeah, he's got belt buckle right fucking there.
Yeah, but that's his utility belt.
Beep, 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 beep.
But yeah, in total, it's a pretty good issue. Colin Bunn's been doing a great job with it. New artist starting this issue, don't just think so anymore. But basic story continues off with his new sidekick joining up, helping him out, trying to keep her in control and not let her loose and go crazy with the symbiote. But he has some other issues that he has to deal with involving a certain character from his history, and looks like some shit might be in the fan soon. But in total, I'd probably give it an 8.5 kapows. What I'd give it. The art is what brought down a bit. He does good symbiotes, just the facial expressions with when he's in human kind of thing and not wearing the symbiote mask is a little bit iffy for my liking.
Okay, well, here I've got the Justice League of America, or should I say the Deadshot #1. I've always been a fan of villains, so I wanted to go out of my way to read Deadshot. He's one of my more awesome characters. You get to see the role of Floyd Lawton as he grows up as a child, and get to see how he becomes who he is. It's a pretty great history. I like it. The comic was written by Matt Kind, and it had artists for 2 sides, for when it was his past and when it was his present, where he currently is going. Yeah, it gave the taste to the characters, and it lets you understand like how it came to be, and the art helps depict that. But as I said, Floyd Lawton's a great character. I liked the book. I rate it probably about 7.5 kapows from the
Kapow!
And about...
I never promised I wouldn't do it.
and about 7 kapows for the art. For both.
He doesn't actually play the Justice League, does he?
Well, he doesn't.
Spoiler alert!
That was very misleading, is what I think.
Okay, well, this week I'm gonna be doing the X-Men Battle for the Atom. It's its own title.
Something I picked up as well.
Yeah, very
X-Men fans
cool.
here?
For all of those who haven't been following, Brian Michael Bendis in the new Marvel Now let the current X-Men and pick up the old X-Men from the past, the first team, and bring them into this universe. And what this is about is showing the consequences of their actions, and it's really neat. The storyline is fantastic. Bendis is always really good writer, I find, and the art, which was done by Frank Cho,
Who he also did. He was doing Savage Wolverine. He did the first story arc of Savage Wolverine. He was writing and doing the art, which the storyline was mediocre, but the art was fantastic, really crisp and vibrant.
yeah. And then Stuart Inman is also doing the art, and then also Wade Von Graubacher. Yes, Von Graubacher. That's his name.
It's a traditional
Yeah.
German name.
And the art is the art in this book is phenomenal. I actually really enjoy it. There's so much detail. Even when most artists try to half-ass the shots, when they keep characters on the outside, they try to tone down the faces. I find they had a lot of tone even in the background, some of the faces. It was just a beautiful comic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. For the art, I definitely give this comic a 9.5.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Definitely 9.5 Kapows.
9.5. And the Kapows. Art was fantastic. Bendis, fantastic writer. It was a really good comic. I'll give it 8.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree with you on this.
I loved it.
Shaq gives it 8.
Shack. Not the shack. Not the shack. So actually, I got a little story here for you. Just reminded me. Just before I did this, I was eating pizza, and being a smart guy like myself, because I had to take out my comic covers because I want to show the audience what the comics are like. So I was eating some pizza, but I moved my comics away because I know Splash Race. I'm a comic enthusiast, so I make sure. So I finish my pizza. Then I go back to grab my covers, and notice I got some pizza sauce right on Iceman's crotch. Now, as a comic book enthusiast, I didn't notice it was a crotch ring. I just started rubbing, trying to get the thing out, and then And then I realized when I lifted up my finger after a while of rubbing, because the thing just wouldn't come off. After a while rubbing, it finally got off. I realized I've been rubbing Iceman's crotch this whole time. Right then and there, I felt as if Iceman came off the pages, gave me some money. I was so I just looked down. I was so disappointed. I was like,
at least Iceman paid for the happy ending.
Yeah. It was really weird story. Well, back to the next issue in the all new X-Men. They did chapter 2 for the Battle of the Atom in here. This was again the writer was Michael Bendis, but Stuart Inman was an artist, and the inker was Von Graubacher again. I find again the storyline fantastic, and you really see how in this comic how them grabbing the X-Men from the past really affects how it affects their future. You can see these guys on the cover page. You don't know who they are, but you get to find out who they are in the comic. And it's super neat. I give the
all new X-Men.
Yeah, the all new X-Men an 8.5. I really love this story.
8.5 what?
8.5 kapow.
Kapow!
Just get it out of your system.
8.5 kapows. And then for the art, I give it around an 8, because the art was still good.
Right.
An 8 kapows.
Kapow!
Because it was still good, but unlike the first issue, there wasn't as much detail in the faces in the background, and it was still good art, but it still needed some.
People are gonna think I'm retarded.
Well, we already do.
Well, from the first cut, I was.
Alright guys, next up.
To be sure, if I like it, people.
Next up, I've got The Star Wars by J.W. Rinsler, and featuring the artwork of Mike Mayhew. This comic is based on the original screenplay that George Lucas wrote for Star Wars. The younger generation is probably going to know it as A New Hope. This is for Star Wars.
Swinging their lightsabers like, this is not the book he really wrote. This is not what he wrote. So like
he kind of, yeah. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you're a Lucas hound, which I am, you gotta not go into this book expecting to read A New Hope, because this is very different. We've got this guy right in the front here. That's General Luke Skywalker, and there's oh, Anakin's not on the front, but oh, he's down here. Anakin down here. Anakin Starkiller. So Luke and Anakin not related at all in this book.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, you can find out in the first 2 pages. It doesn't matter. But it's an excellent read. It is an excellent read. No matter what,
10 pounds.
No matter what, I'd give this story a 9.
Real big.
9 kapows out of 10. The artwork, 9.5 kapows out of 10. It's really good. It's really excellent work. It's edges. It borders on edgy, but it's still kind of
need the
clean and nice looking. So. We're gonna move on to
Woody.
Yeah.
Clone Woody. It's a new series done by Valiant. It's only on the 3rd issue. Basic concept is these 2 brothers who their dad gets murdered, and they try and investigate some stuff, and then with some little bit of superpowers going on, and they're trying to become a good team, but they kind of clash with each other and what's that? Butt heads. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
And
brothers butt heads.
God, I can't get a picture of buttheads out of my face. But yeah.
So many butts on the
We need TP fucking horse. TP fucking horse.
Okay.
There's gonna be kids that watch this that have no idea what you're talking about.
But
there's gonna be like 30-year-old guys dying of laughter.
Yeah.
I watched that show.
Yeah. In total, it's really funny. Woody is more of the whole jokey kind of character, while Qualm's more of the serious character. It's very funny. I'd give it easily like 9 kapows just alone on the humor of Woody.
9 what?
9 kapows.
9 what?
I'm not gonna
Malcolm?
say.
Only when
Not
it is
gonna
his
say.
turn.
Okay. Well,
And by the way, it's art by Tom Fowler, who's awesome.
Agua. Support local agua.
Hell yeah, Tom Fowler.
Local agua, they're awesome.
okay. Well, here I've got one of the villains month, and I've got the nice 3D cover here for Count Vertigo.
We got the other ones. Most of
We
us.
got some other ones here.
My girlfriend.
They are really, really, really awesome. Okay.
Love the covers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well,
Totally worth extra
this
dollars.
I've been reading Green Arrow since the start. I got there when I loved when Jeff Lemire took over as well. It's been a fantastic read.
JT Quad was the first writer.
Yeah, and I thought it was good. A lot of people didn't like, but I thought it was good. But for this one's Count Vertigo #1, which I always thought Count Vertigo was like kind of a bad villain. I mean, it's like, oh, you all get migraines.
Is that actually a superpower?
Apparently, well, it's not much of a superpower. It's more like something he has implanted in his brain.
So
So
his
he-
arch nemesis.
So like he needs some T3s, or he makes you need T3s?
No. His
And
arch enemy is T3. Like if
Oh, so this is a Tylenol like sponsored comic.
just take a Tylenol, but yeah, sponsorship Tylenol, Vertigo. Well, in this.
Hashtag migraines.
Hashtag. In this. Oh God, it's working!
Seriously, you get migraines though?
Yeah.
Well, that cover's gonna be good.
But as I said, I always thought he was kind of like a lame villain. So when he gives you migraines, they give you the story of his history, and his history is it's fantastic. He turns out he's an actual count, hence why they call him Count Vertigo. I don't want to spoil much, but it tells you everything he goes through in life. and it tells what he builds up to become who he is. And he's actually kind of pretty badass, I'd have to say. As I said, it's nice to see a second-rate, crappy villain just look really nice, really cool, look really awesome. Well, I definitely have to say that I really loved the art. It was fantastic. I loved it a lot. It was just out of this world. I love when you do.
The same artist as the cover?
Yep, he did the cover as well.
Lots of
Just
nice
so you can
shading
see.
on
They make it very gritty. It's a nice style for villains, or whenever you see a superhero get taken down. The grittiness is just amazing, and the writing of the villain is just perfect. And
I'm not sure how well you guys can see these, but these covers are actually really cool 3D covers. Hopefully it's moving a little bit if you can see it, but they're sweet. They're really cool. So pretty much all the ones we have are 3D. I think just your Deadshot's the only one we didn't get in 3D, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and then they're still only $4. So
yeah, $1 more for 3D is totally worth it.
It's worth it, but it looks awesome.
Sweet.
And as I said, I give the story as well in this. Wait, how much did I rate the art?
No, you just said it was really good.
Yeah. So I rate the art
22
9 pows. 9 pows. I loved it. It was perfect with Jeff Lemire's story.
Even our director of photography is doing the kapow thing now.
Please don't let that be our thing.
And then it goes perfectly with Jeff Lemire's story. I love Jeff Lemire. He's a fantastic writer.
Canadian.
Yeah, also Canadian.
Hell yeah, Canada!
Joseph of Canada.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff Lemire. And it fits perfectly. I love it. And yeah, I give the story 8 kapows. So, I guess now we'll start on our Universal. So
Yeah, I want to do the big DC event here.
But no. I need to do a big introduction first.
Yeah,
Fine, go.
You need to. Hey.
So, this month kicks off the friggin' amazing DC event, Forever Evil, which came from, actually, we all picked it up because we all wanted the villains, thought it was really good, which kicks off after the Trinity Wars, which was...
Variant's 3D.
Just to cut in, actually, I am not a DC guy, and it's such a big event, I had to jump on this, and also the villains, it's Villains Month, right?
Yeah.
DC's doing Villains Month, and all the covers look so great, and the stories are so good, I had to jump in on it too.
Girl.
But yeah, it's a big event after the Trinity Wars, which was also a really good event to lead up to this.
Really a crazy event, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of stuff kind of
Lots of twists.
things go all fiddle.
Also written by Jeff Lemire and Jeff Johns. But we also have this month the second issue of Infinity, which is the big Marvel event that's going on right now.
Bam!
Which is something we all grabbed
Jonathan
to.
Hickman is
I don't
fantastic.
have mine on me. I'm left out of
Loser.
this.
Good job.
Did you read it at least?
Were you not, like, we talked about this beforehand.
I know!
Keep going with
This
Forever.
guy is just so
Oh, they're
unprofessional.
talking.
I can't root with this guy.
And also, with the X-Men, we've got the Children of the Atom,
Well, yeah.
as they announced earlier.
The Battle of the Atom, which is
Those
going
are
to
the
go.
three
Yeah.
major
We're
events.
going to go over a couple different.
I got it! Oh no.
Well,
Anyway.
I guess
Take better care of your comics than this fool, okay? He gets pizza sauce on them, throws them on the ground.
No, I don't.
Doesn't even bag them.
I do
Leave
bag
them to
them.
bend and wrinkle and get like pizza
Yeah.
sauce stick.
Bags and boards and 2 pieces of tape. Two pieces of tape.
One.
One
Two
never
is
does
if
the job.
you're confident. One, you're a risk taker.
No. 2 is if you want to ruin your comic, because no matter what, when you put your comic in, you're gonna get the tape on your comic.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, pass me the tape. Pass me the tape.
No. Later on.
Later on.
Because we will settle this.
Forever Evil. Forever Evil. This is the big event that's happening. We all wanted to give our own little opinion of it. We all honestly had a great time reading it. Well, we don't want to give you too much spoilers, but I guess you've all already heard about Dick Grayson and something big happening in here.
Honestly, just if you look at the cover, you can kind of figure out things aren't going well for the DC heroes.
So, if anyone can tell me who this person is above Deathstroke's shoulder, it's like Gargoyle Chick or something like that, I'd be very happy. I can't figure out who the hell that is.
Right there. He doesn't know. Right. Yeah. You see that?
Is it like the blue basket gargoyle girl?
Who knows? But I honestly, like I said before, I'm not really a big DC guy, but this is a really interesting read. I haven't had a chance to read the Trinity War yet, which I'm going to get the backstory. But still, the art in this, 9 kapows for me. And
I love the art as well. Dave Finch is one of my favorite DC artists.
And he is a
Fantastic.
really great person when you meet him up front. He is a great guy. He always tries to do his best for his fans. Just want to honestly say that and get that out there.
And then, what would you say? Art?
His last name is
Art-wise,
Friend.
I like Dave Finch, but I felt the art wasn't giving me
Richard
enough.
Friends.
Dick Friend?
Dick Friends.
I found the art wasn't giving it enough to the bad guys. It was great for the good, like it was great for what you
No,
saw.
the
but
way he draws Lex is amazing.
yeah, but in this, you don't see Lex as that quite bad.
Well, they can't throw him in like as a heavy hitter right off the bat.
Yeah, but as I said, I do like the art. It's just maybe not as much for villain stuff.
You know, I think one of the things I really like about it is the gritty sort of
The shady
tone that you get.
That gritty.
The gritty tone that you get from reading it. It's really very good artwork. I can see your point there. What would you give it though?
Honestly, I'd give it about a 7.
Yeah.
7 kapows.
7 kapows out of 10. I have to disagree with that, but I do.
I'm not doing it.
I feel like it's got that really gritty tone that you were talking about in Deadshot and Count Vertigo.
Well, Count Vertigo was the
You?
greatest.
I'd give it an 8, except for the
On the
fact
art?
that
Just on the art?
Dick Grayson doesn't look that good when he draws as much. I don't
I
like that
enjoy
hair
him.
clip. I don't like that hair clip.
Yeah, but they just trying to make him look like a pretty boy, and that's what Dick Grayson is. I thought.
No. Sorry.
It's not going to be a
Sorry, the first time you see Dick Grayson, Dick Grayson when he's like jumping the wall and that, that's what really got me. It's like, he's jumping the wall, like through the air, drastic position. My hair is perfect though. Landing to the floor, still perfect. Let's go.
This guy looks badass.
Well,
It's like, he might give us the best gel ever.
You give it 8 kapows?
Yeah, other than
On the
that,
art?
other than those 2 pages.
What do you think about the story itself?
Oh, sorry, it seems like a 9.
9. It was amazing. I loved
Yep.
it.
8.5 kapows. I loved
Really?
it. I loved it, but I still felt like I felt like it's pushing us to read more. I need to read more to give it more.
Well, it's
Like,
to get
like,
people
I felt like
That's
it
the point, though. You gotta.
I know.
They gotta
I know, but it's got me ready and
So I'm
ready for the next one.
I'm gonna go out on a ledge here. I'm gonna go out on a ledge here.
You say 5, aren't you?
I'm gonna give it 9.5 kapows.
Oh, I was gonna say 5.
Nine and
I'm
a
gonna punch him.
9.5 kapows. I think
On the
story,
very first episode, 9.5
yeah, it's gonna have
From the guy who doesn't like DC.
lady from the Marvel guy. I love this story. Even without the backstory.
Well, that's exactly it. Without the backstory, you were able to enjoy the comic stuff.
that's
So you
one
were just
thing, like-
able to jump in and enjoy it.
I think to really get the full impact of this, you have to read the Trinity War, because there's definitely like missing gaps in what's happening. But this is a fantastic read either way.
Might have to
I loved it.
do some research about some of the people on there if you're not familiar with
Yeah.
comics
So-
they're starting up. But use comicfind.com, type in the person's name, and give you a whole page on them if you ever need to find stuff.
Yeah.
or the internet. That'll help.
Wikipedia.
But yeah,
On
next
to
up the
Infinity?
back is Infinity, done by Jonathan Hickman, lovely writer. This issue takes place after where they left
There was
off.
no variant this week.
No.
No variant, which is.
There
No,
could
no,
have
I
been.
think there
Probably is.
not
We're
in
just
our
none of us
location.
could get it.
Yeah.
But
Where they just did hot dogs. It takes them a while.
the neat thing though that they're
Local location, our local location. Remember to support your local comic book shops because there's some hardworking people there that, I mean, just today, we asked so much of our people there and they were
They're more
more
than
than
happy.
gracious to do it. And it's,
Very.
so, like, you gotta go in there and you
the
gotta be
support
good.
of them that helps us do what
And
we
they'll even help you find the comic for you if you
Yeah.
ask.
They'll give you suggestions. Our place, they have, every week, they put a little card next to
Pick of the
a
week
comic.
for each person.
Each person, they pick one, so.
But with this issue, what's neat is there's 2 issues. There's Avengers and also New Avengers that tie into this.
And there's a couple others. There's Captain Marvel and
Well,
Avengers
those
Assemble.
are like those are like
They're
events that
minor
are going
tie-ins,
on in the universe, but like this is the main storyline of those 2 really. But I found it nice how
Nonetheless,
they
very
kept it.
interesting stories if you read
Oh yeah, they're always good, the extra times. But they actually include like the last couple little bit of each of the issues that way you can even catch up. So even if you guys can't afford to even go and pick up the other 2 issues, they still keep you up to date, which is nice. Unlike some series that I've read, they're like 6 parts where you have to grab these tie-ins and you're like, well, what happened with Batman and that? And you're like, I didn't pick that up. Oh well. But with this, they do a great job of keeping it all.
Also, speaking of getting caught up, there's a little logo on a lot of these Marvels.
Marvel AR app.
Marvel AR. If you get the Marvel AR app on your phone, this thing is beautiful.
You scan them and get all this digital information of that.
It
like
is
the artist
one of the
talking about
coolest apps. It's got to be one of the coolest apps I have on my phone. It's fantastic. You get info from the writers, backstory. Like when you see it on the cover, generally it's like.
Tell you about what's going on, like this will talk about the
Leading into
Illuminati and all the Avengers and all the builders, and then give you a little heads up if you're confused about what's going
So
on.
it's a little. It's episode 2. It's a little dense, but we all read 1 and 2.
I've been reading it since the get-go, all the Avengers and New Avengers too, so I'm pretty caught up with that.
My view on this was both 9 kapows out of 10 for art and script. Actually, I'd say 9.5 kapows for the art though, because I really like the art style in it.
It seems very sketch. It gives really nice detail, but it seems very sketched. Like there's some corners that aren't
it's a little gritty, which is like it's a very.
I swear to God, we say gritty one more time. Say other like dirty or something.
I really want to say dirty now.
Edgy. It's very edgy.
There you go. Edgy.
And I think it really kind of helps bring the levity of the situation at hand. Also, Jonathan Hickman is awesome. He's writing an awesome book. These guys made sure that I got on this because Jonathan Hickman was writing it.
Biggest supporter, read FF. Well, he's not writing now, but his old issues fantastic.
So I went
Manhattan Project took that also.
I went 9
bless us.
9 kapows for script, 9.5 kapows for art. Mal?
I thought the art was really well done. I thought there, like I said, it was a bit edgy.
The Shack!
No.
The Shack chimes in.
So, I give the art itself a 7.5. I thought it was good, but I thought it was a bit too edgy for me. The storyline itself, if you have to get a lot of detail for it, like you can't just go and read Infinity War.
Well, we talked about the Trinity War led into Forever Evil and Thanos Rising led into this as well. So if you get a chance, read Thanos Rising as well, because it'll give you back.
I will promote Thanos Rising. It was freaking fantastic.
Fantastic series.
It was just out of this world.
Which you guys got to pass to me, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
So you got.
I thought Thanos looked like a weirdo.
You got 7.5 kapows on the art, and what on the
story? I give an 8.5 kapows because the story was really great, really intricate. Lot of hidden detail. There's a lot of stuff that he's kind of foreshadowing, hinting at. Alright, I'll give it to you.
What about you?
Yeah.
When I read it, great story. The art, good. I enjoyed it. It helped with the story, so I'll give the art about 7 kapows, and the story about 8 kapows. So, I wouldn't suggest it for new readers, but as I said, do your reading. As I said, Thanos Rising, perfect match for reading this right after, and learn about the Avengers. Which is, let's face it, if you're reading Marvel, you're going to be reading the Avengers.
Or Spider-Man.
I give the story 8 kapows. I definitely loved it.
And
with me now, it's
T-Bone.
I liked it. I'm gonna be the bummer here. There was parts I wasn't such a big fan of, like the cliffhanger at the end. I liked, but I wasn't 100% like on it because I felt like they're just trying to like create something that's gonna be lasting, but like they didn't want to draw something that was already existent to do it. Like they wanted to create something new that would be impactful.
I liked it a lot.
I like it.
I liked it a lot. I thought that like when you get
But
to
the whole
the
thing is
end.
they didn't drop any hints in anything. Because I've been collecting everything about it. They've never even hinted to that whole thing.
But that's the idea. They wanted to keep.
It's nice to have a nice surprise there in
But
the comic.
you think-
though.
But like it's something so big
I
that
think
they
it
were
ties into
decent.
the
It's like,
tributes,
how
though.
could
I
they
think that's
hide
the
that
point of
from
the
the
tributes.
Maybe, but unlike as long as you read like all the prelude to Infinity stuff, like the Avengers, they all have prelude to Infinity on what you need to really read to get like caught up with it. And like most of the Avengers have like just little things at the beginning that teach you what you need to know. But like I like the ending a bit. I really like this one part with when he goes to the city with the Inhumans, the part of the glaive. It was pretty cool, but there's a couple parts I wasn't such a big fan of, but like it has to get done so we can keep the story going. The art is still fantastic, and even though I did like certain parts, I know Jonathan Hickman is setting up for something that's just going to blow our minds away. Whatever we think is big now, wait till issue 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's
all
because
gonna
it's
solve.
already pretty. Some of the stuff's already pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So last issue I wanted to bring up. Spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Oh yeah, you did.
I
do
don't
your
get a
rating.
rate
Do your
because
rating.
I'm not important. That's fine.
Do your rating. Yeah, I thought you did rate.
No. Okay, so like I give it like easily the rating would probably be 7.5 kapows just because of a couple parts I didn't like, but the art I give easily 8
Alright.
kapows.
So there you have it. I think consensus is about an 8 and 8.
8 and 8, yeah.
So the last thing I wanted to bring up, I wanted to be kind of a little bit of a surprise
Okay.
for everybody to jump in on it.
Is it Archie?
It's not Archie. Damn. That'll be for next week maybe. But it set the internet ablaze last week. Batfleck. What do you guys think?
What are you talking about?
Ben Affleck being cast as a new he's being cast as a new
Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. Sweet.
he's going to be in a movie with Superman. No, Ben Affleck being cast as the new Batman.
Is Matt Damon Robin?
And hopefully Matt Damon is Robin. So, what are you thinking?
My opinion is, obviously, not a big fan of Affleck and Daredevil like most people.
But that was a lot of like directorial.
Well, yeah, and you know, Affleck has paid his dues. He's done a lot of great movies. I don't know what to think about because he's done a lot of great movies. He's done some poor roles as well. I mean, I'll honestly leave it up to see when the movie comes out to officially judge myself. I don't want to hate Affleck because he's playing Batman, but not a lot of people like when they're cast into these big roles. We don't really originally like them. A big thing that I've been told many times is the Joker. How many people freaked out when Heath Ledger became the Joker. I didn't even know. Yeah.
He did a fantastic job.
Exactly. He played a fantastic job. So I'm hoping Affleck will surprise us. I'm hoping the Batman Superman will just blow everyone away because that's what the kid inside me wants. He wants to see this Ben Affleck just blow the screen away. I'm cheering for him. I am hoping he does better.
I have a kind of an interesting view on it because I think Ben Affleck is going to be an absolutely fantastic Bruce Wayne. I think he's going to be excellent. I think he's got the look.
If he smiles, he's not.
You're saying Bruce Wayne, but not Batman.
He's going to be an absolutely fantastic Bruce Wayne, but I don't think he's going to be a solid Batman.
So
But he has the job.
Do you think Matt Damon
That's the thing. He's going to look perfect for Bruce Wayne. I think when all is said and done. But I don't think he's going to be able to bring the serious broodiness of Batman and the physical appearance. Yeah, he's a fairly tall guy and he's a fairly thick guy, but I don't think he's going to be able to bring the physical appearance.
That's what did you ask for?
I was also I was a little disappointed because I had heard rumors that they were going to go with a much older version of Batman, who was going to mentor Superman, and the guy that was apparently getting the most consideration was Josh Brolin, who is fantastic.
I still say Ron.
But one of the things that really, as soon as I heard Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, I jumped on it as being really good for Bruce Wayne. A good view on it, if you guys go, Patton Oswalt wrote a fantastic I guess, blog post, Twitter entry, some sort, about why he thinks Ben Affleck's going to be an absolutely excellent Batman, and it's definitely worth the read. It takes like 2 minutes to read. It's not very long. And he makes some very good points, and I think they're worth listening to. And I'm not really a Ben Affleck fan, but I think it's going to be one of those ones that really, I think he can take people by surprise. I think his Bruce Wayne is going to be fantastic, but Batman, we'll see.
So have any haters?
Well, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's jumping on this. Lynch him up now, eh?
Don't get me wrong, Ben Affleck has been doing great lately. Loved him in The Town.
Argo?
And especially, you want
both,
to? Yeah, I know. And especially Argo, which he also produced as well.
And directed.
And yeah.
Which was...
It was outstanding.
It caught some flack for bullshit reasons.
Yeah.
Forget that.
But the only problem is, again, it leads to Daredevil where, as I said, Batman can't smile. If Ben Affleck smiles while being Batman, unless he does something witty just to out-remark, then yeah. But he can't smile. It'll ruin it. And it's all I
don't think he will.
Is Daredevil in black. Now you see,
I'm pretty sure he has
I'm going to give him the chance. I will give him that chance to prove him to be a Batman. I will allow that because he deserves that chance with Argo and The Town. But if he doesn't, we just put him in a burlap sack, beat him with clubs, and then just watch him drown because Batman is important to us.
Push comes shoving, you notice it's just Dick Grayson Batman, that's why I smile.
So,
I don't know really. I haven't seen Ben Affleck. Like I didn't get a chance to see Argo. I know I need to go see
we're
that.
gonna tie you to a chair and make you watch it tonight.
I'm down. But in total, like all this hate for Daredevil, like I know it had its flaws in that, but it was very like script based. Like his acting in it, I didn't mind at all. Same with like Bullseye. Bullseye I liked. I just
don't even bring
it
that
over the top. We don't need the 5 copies of Daredevil.
Like, as much as we say we hate the movie, apparently in this house we have 4 copies of Daredevil. Alright.
But in total, I think we have to give him a shot. He is a good actor when he needs to do it. I haven't seen him do a really dark, gritty role, but I think if he, he's a good enough actor that if he dedicates time to it and trains for it, he can fucking do it.
Right?
Yeah, I hope he gets the Batman look down, because he definitely has the Bruce Wayne look.
Yeah, that.
So, that pretty much brings this week to a wrap. Guys, remember to like, share, comment.
Tell your friends about us.
Tell everyone.
Tell your friends.
When you talk to anybody, just mention Comic Book Weekly. But yeah, check this out. This comic shop news will give you a lowdown on kind of what's going on in the comic book world in written form. You can go and pick it up in your shop for free.
Yeah.
Anyway,
keep on collecting your comics, guys.
Yeah, pick up your weekly comics.
Increase your collection. If you don't have a collection, please pick some up.
Yeah.
You will love the universe.
As we progress, we'll try and help you guys find good jump-on points. Is something we really want to, because you know, just a few years ago, I had a few, and then these guys really got me started in it, and I've spent entirely too much money in the last 3 months on comics.
Haven't we all?
And it's these three
Villains
guys'
Month is murder.
fault. Yeah, Villains Month is murder.
The beautiful covers are amazing.
If you take the time really to look into what you like, and you can find a comic book that hits that, I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it. You'll get into it. It might be 1 or 2 titles, but I promise you something will really hit you, and you're gonna love it.
And it just keeps growing and growing.
Thanks for watching, guys, and
Thank you.
Keep on
we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you. Comic Book Weekly.